So a question I get all the time is, I see people using the kettlebells. How do I do the clean or the clean and press? It's a very common move with bells and we get a lot of questions on it. So I'll show you the clean and press, but then more importantly, we're gonna break down what it actually takes to be able to do that properly so that you can work on certain parts before putting the whole thing together. So the whole clean and press is I'm gonna start with the bell, thumb down, and using kind of a hip drive motion, pop to clean the bell up to what we call rack position. From here, I'm going to drop the hips into a push press, do a tall locked out position, turn to the rack, and then repeat the swing to the press and return. So that's a really, really complex movement, and a lot of times we can have a lot of trouble with that. So here's kind of it broken down into its base layers so that you can practice each segment before putting the whole thing together, and that'll give you a lot more success with the exercise. So we're going to start off with just a single arm deadlift. So I just want to get used to holding the bell, bracing my core, maintaining stability, and squeezing my glutes to drive the hips forward to bring up into that tall standing position. I'm going to repeat that by setting down, keeping the core tight, and firing the glutes to come up. That way I'm not at all lifting with my lower back, just with my hips. The next part is to get comfortable with the swing. So it's that same motion, it's just more explosive. So now we start to add a more explosive hip drive. Once I've mastered my swing, I'm going to go into what's called the clean, which is an abbreviated swing into a rack position catch. Swing, pop the hips, and catch the bell into that tight rack position. And then my final stage is my push press, where I'm driving the lower body. So same, kicking the hips out, popping the hips forward to create momentum to go overhead. So I'm going to out, pop, into a tall, standing, stable shoulder and overhead position. Drop down, pop, set, and X. So those are all the pieces broken down. I'm going to start with my deadlift, then I'm going to get comfortable with the swing, then comfortable with the clean, then to the overhead, and then put it all together. We could even further break it down to just focus on the rack position and the overhead position and build up enough core stability to be able to do those effectively. So these are the types of things we're going to talk about during the Knowledge is Power seminars. Our first one is coming up March 17th, 9 a.m. at Bay Urban Fitness. I want to answer your questions. I want to see what exercises that you want to know about and how we can break them down, show you how to do them properly, and give you the tools that you need to practice them during your own workouts and see the type of success and results that you want to see. Hope to see you there.